If you are watching this, it means that I'm on a plane from Sydney to San Francisco. And this is the first time I've been on an international flight since March of 2020, which is a pretty big deal for me because I'm an American living in Australia and I am a digital nomad and a travel tech entrepreneur. And I used to be on an international flight 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a year. And it was really getting to the point where I had to make a decision because Australia has managed to control the pandemic really well, but it has been at the price of closed borders. So many Americans are experiencing the reopening that's happening and the ability to travel again and kind of discovering what that feels like to get back out there. But for Australians or for expats living in Australia, the choice to go international is a really hard one. First of all, you have to get permission to go. And second of all, you run the risk that you may not be able to return when you want to. So I have made the decision to go and spend the next 3 to 4 months in the United States, launching the new YouLi brand, which is not this one. This is our old You Live to Travel brand, but we're going to be launching our new YouLi brand into the US this year. And I'm really excited to be going, and I'm really excited to be reconnecting with all the people that I know in the US who have been so supportive and all the amazing clients that we've had so far during our sort of beta phase. And I cannot wait to connect with our amazing new partners like Trez and ATTA and meet people in person that I've only ever seen on Zoom. And that's worth it for me. So I'm taking a big risk on a personal level, and I do hope that the borders will be open enough that I can come back in November. But it just got to the point where I realized that it was the right time to embrace the fact that travel is returning in parts of the world, in particular in the United States, as vaccination rates have gone up so high that it is now safer than it ever has been in the past year and a half to travel in the US. And I'm fully vaccinated, and so I feel confident that I can do this safely for myself. So it's a personal choice, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what it's like to travel when there is still some risk out there, but that we've started to do the things that make that risk manageable. Because travel was always a little bit challenging, and I always embraced that challenge, that adventure. I recently watched this movie called Luca, and it's a story about these Italian boys, and one of them was always kind of poking the other one to take a risk. And he's sitting on his bicycle about to tip over the edge of a hill and just race down the hill at breakneck speed. And the friend said to the scared boy, "You know what I say in moments like this? I say, Silenzio Bruno, because you just have to stop listening to that voice in your head that says, you're going to hurt yourself if you take off down this hill, because sometimes you just need to embrace the adventure. And you've done everything you can to prepare yourself. Your bike's in good shape. You know where you want to go, and you just got to hold on for the ride." So that time for me is now. So I've told that voice in my head, Silenzio Bruno. It's time for me to go back to the US and just embrace this adventure that is the reopening of travel. Now, it's not post-pandemic, the pandemic is still happening and there's a lot of people still suffering around the world, but we know that it's going to end, and we know that people are going to find ways to make it safe to travel again. And I want to be part of that experience, and I want to be connecting with the people that are making that happen. And so I'm so excited to be getting on a plane and experiencing this firsthand. Because the thing I know about travel is that it is transformational, and you have to embrace the adventure in order for that transformation to happen. So I look forward to sharing this journey with you. I'll be in the US for about 4 months, and I'll be posting video blogs from time to time, talking about the experiences, relaunching a travel tech brand in the midst of a pandemic, and just the experience of traveling again after such a long time being grounded. And I really look forward to hearing your comments and meeting you all, hopefully face to face. Be safe, and I'll see you in person soon.